Assalamu alaikum students, hopefully all of you will be fine. So welcome back in another class. This is second week. So in previous class we start our new chapter, that's chapter 5, computer network. So we study about the computer network and about also the how computer network design, etc. Now I have two questions from you guys, that what is mean by computer network and what we can share on a computer network. So you have to pause the video for 5 minutes in these two questions. So we are going to start our today topic, that is data transmission mode. In this topic you will learn about the data transmission and what are the modes of data transmission. What is meant by data transmission? Whenever we send our data from one point to another point is called data transmission. These will be from both sides. We can send our data from both sides simultaneously, and we can send our data from both sides but not simultaneously. Also we can send our data from one side. So here we will discuss about the three types of data transmission modes. So we have the first type of data transmission mode, simplex transmission mode. What is mean by simplex transmission mode? By simplex transmission mode we mean whenever a data transmission only in one direction. Like let's suppose I am sending a data only from one direction. So that is called simplex transmission mode. Let's suppose I am typing on a keyboard. So this is simplex transmission. Just I am going to send data to my PC, or you are watching TV, that is also simplex transmission mode, or whenever you are connected with printer and you want to print some pages on printer, so that is also simplex transmission mode. So this is example of simplex transmission mode, that whenever you are typing from keyboard and you are going to type, so this is simplex transmission mode. Next we have half duplex transmission mode. In this transmission mode, the data transmit in both directions but not simultaneously. Example, simple ATM machine. Whenever you want to transaction from ATM machine, so first of all you have to enter your card, then you have to enter a command, and then you will wait for your transaction from ATM, so that will be from both sides but not simultaneously. The ATM will respond after some minutes or few seconds to you guys. Either you are going to pay a bill. So whenever you hand over your bill to the cashier, so then you have to wait for the cashier. So he will return your bill, also the cash. So that is half duplex transmission mode. So in half duplex the walkie-talkie system also comes by walkie-talkie. They both side communication but not simultaneously. The next transmission mode we have full duplex transmission mode. By full duplex we mean that a full duplex provides data transmission in both direction and simultaneously, like a video calls, or when your computer connected with each other and you are sending and receiving data simultaneously. So that is called full duplex transmission mode. So we have three types of transmission mode. The first one, simplex. You can say that the data transmission from one side. Half duplex, data transmission from both sides but not simultaneously. And full duplex, data transmission from both sides and simultaneously. So if you have any type of question, so you can ask in a comment also. Next we have network architecture. So what is mean by network architecture? By network architecture we mean that network architecture refers to the layout of a network that consists of a computer. Whenever you connect your computer with different ways, so that is called network architecture. How a network will be designed. So here we have also types of network architecture. The first one, we have client server network. So what is mean by client server network? In this network we have a main server and all the computer are connected as a client, and this server manage all the clients. So clients are requested to the server and server allow them to work. It's mean that by server we can handle all the clients also. We have some of characteristic of server client also here. So the first characteristic of client server network is client server network can be as small as two computer, and it can have 100 and even 1000 of computer as well. In this network we can connect 100 of computer also, but minimum two computer will be connect with each other. So the one computer will be server and another computer will be client. And client server network it also provides centralized security. The third characteristic of this is that if server want to share the resources with other computer, so the server can also share all the resources which is connected with the server with their client. So this is the third characteristic of a client server network. The next architecture we have peer to peer network. What is mean by peer to peer network? In peer to peer network all the computers are connected with each other and have a same status, either they will be server or a client. So there is no main server between them, so they can act as a client or server at a time. Each computer will be play a role of a server or a client or both at the same time in peer-to-peer network. This is also suitable for small network. So this is come inside the characteristic of the network, peer-to-peer network. If you are going to design peer-to-peer network for large computer, so it will be difficult to manage because it will become too much complex that time if you are going to design for more than 10 computers, so it will be complex to manage all the computer, and it will be very difficult for you guys to remove the error when occurs between these computers. And client peer-to-peer network, in peer-to-peer network there is no centralized security also, because all computers act as a client or a server at a time, so there is no centralized security in this network. The next we have point to point. In a point to point, here we have a group of computers that are connected with a server, and then servers are connected with each other, so it become a point to point network. Let's suppose I have three servers, so each and every server will have their own clients, and these servers will be connected with each other, so it become a point to point network. And point to point network are used for long distance communication, and there are different paths also available in point to point network that computer connect with each other, and if they want to transmit data from one to another, so that can be easily information with each other. So here we study three type of network architecture. The first one we study client server network, the second we study peer to peer network, and the third we study point to point network. So these are network architecture. So if you have any type of question, so you can ask easily. And now come on, exercise. You have to attempt the MCQs of this chapter, and then you have to share me in a group also. The first MCQs: in which of the following transmission mode information is transmitted in both directions but not simultaneously? First MCQs. Second, in which of the following network every computer can act as a client server or both at the same time? Third MCQ is, which of the following network provides centralized security? Okay, then you have to attempt also. Short question: describe any three difficulty a company may face in running business without having a computer network. What is mean by data transmission? Difference between half duplex and full duplex transmission mode. Define network architecture. Question number 5: differentiate between a server and a client computer. So you have to write 5 short questions in your notebook. Also, long question: what are the advantages of using network? Describe client server and peer-to-peer network. These two long questions also you have to write in a notebook. Thank you for watching.